So it's a genetic sequence, the messenger RNA, that's the only component of the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccines. It's essentially a piece of genetic blueprint designed well, I should say genetically, it's scientifically designed to only teach your body cells to make up a spike protein that the coronavirus, the SARS-CoV-2 virus has. So it's essentially a blueprint on how to make a specific component of the virus so that then our body will make antibodies against that. So this is essentially how viruses survive, especially RNA viruses like influenza and the coronavirus. When we are infected with this cell attaches to certain of our cells, those ones that have ACE2 receptors, and then it injects its own genetic material into our cells and then teaches our cells how to create more virus. That's how the disease is spread, and that's how we get sick from it. Instead of having the whole virus encoded, the beauty of these vaccines is it just took the spike protein, a very unique part of this particular virus, unique enough that it'll differentiate it from other human cells and other viruses. And our bodies now just make an antibody against just that spike virus spike protein. And the great part about these vaccines, both of them, is that this genetic material, because it's messenger RNA, it doesn't need to cross into our nucleus where our own genetic material resides in order to encode. So it just stays in the cytoplasm or the big fluid portion of the cell. And at that point, a messenger RNA is able to be transcribed into a piece of protein, in this case, a spike protein, and then off we go. We build antibodies against it. It's really very elegant. So when we get an infection, the way we get immunity against that infection is our body eventually, as more of these foreign, invaders come into our body, they make defenses, specific defenses called antibodies against them. With these vaccines, what we have trained our body to do is to just make antibodies against a tiny little part of this virus. It's a distinct enough part of the virus that makes it unique to this virus, and that's basically it. We have essentially trained our body to be a very precise instrument of defense against this virus by having it recognize it very, very quickly.